My girlfriend is Hindu. Sex is very exciting. She could yell out any of the hundreds of gods. Krishna, Krishna. Fuck, which one was that? Hindu's a fascinating religion, man. Do you know who Ganesha is? The elephant head boy. What a fucking cool religion, man. They got an elephant head boy. That's cooler than a guy in pain on a cross. Ganesh, his father was Shiva, the god of destruction. And Shiva had gone away for a few years, and he came back, and Ganesh was guarding his mother while she took a bath. And he didn't recognize his father. It had been a few years, so he wouldn't let him through. So Shiva cut off his head. And someone went, dude, that's your son. And he went, oh, shit. And he went into the forest, and the first animal he saw was an elephant. So he cut off the elephant's head, and he stuck it on his son. And that's why you see the image of the elephant head boy in Hindu. I love the story of Ganesh, because after all, aren't we all the victims of our parents' mistakes? But I was in Wichita, Kansas, this shithole buttfuck town in the middle of America. And next door to the comedy club, they had an Indian restaurant, and there was Ganesh statues all over, and I told that story on stage one night. And this guy in the audience yelled out, why didn't you just put a big old elephant dick on him? Well, that would be an entirely different story, sir. How disturbing. You're eating at an Indian restaurant, and there's a statue of a boy with a big elephant dick on him. Be careful with them Belgian beers, brother. Be careful. Shit is deadly. I love the tapestry beers, man. It just goes to show you, there came a point in Belgium many years ago when the monks were sitting around and they just said to themselves, you know what? The Bible just isn't enough. We need something else here. I did a show in Seattle, Washington in January. Seattle is where Starbucks comes from and all these coffee places. And there's so many other coffee companies other than Starbucks. There's so many coffee shops there. And there's a few independent ones that are just drive-thrus. And there's one that their gimmick is the girls wear bikinis. When they give you, you pull up and they give you coffee and they're wearing a bikini. When I was in Seattle in January, there was a story on the news. This guy pulled up to one of these Bikini Girls and he exposed himself. And he drove around a second time, exposed himself again. The dude drove around a third time. The girl threw a hot cup of coffee in his lap. I'll bet you his next stop was the ice cream shop. Sherbet, anything, goddamn. Pistachio, quick. My friends in America believe in conspiracy theories. They're always fucking 9/11 was from the government and all this shit. And all these conspiracy theories always start out with the same conversation. Their big point of proof. Hey man, I can prove it. That the Illuminati runs the world, man. You ever look at the back of a dollar bill? There's a pyramid, and there's an eyeball at the top of the pyramid. And that represents the Illuminati and the same three rich people that own everything in the world that we're all corporate slaves to. Wow. And they would have gotten away with it had they not left that huge clue on the back of a dollar bill. This is like a bad Scooby-Doo episode. Those darn kids ruined everything. We would have run the world. Antwerpen, hand throw city. Antwerpen means hand throw. That's where your city gets its name from. I've been to the main square. I've seen the statue, the little boy throwing the giant's hand. Because of the giant. Because at once upon a time, that has never been recorded in European history, there was a giant that was menacing Belgium, and ships couldn't get into port, and commerce was ruined. But there was a brave little boy, and he cut off the giant's hand, and he threw it. That's where your city gets its name from. What a stupid story. Because it's a giant, and it's a little boy. You think the giant would have went, ow, 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 pow! The name of this town should be Giant Punches Little Boy in the Head. So if you go to Antwerp, the symbol of Antwerp is a little boy throwing a giant's hand. And if you go to Brussels, the symbol of Brussels is a little boy peeing. All I'm saying is maybe Belgium wouldn't have such a problem with pedophilia if you didn't have all this little boy worship. There's so many good movies out right now. I wanted to see the movie Milk this afternoon, but I decided against it. Because I remember when I saw Schindler's List, man, I left the theater and all I wanted to do was help little Jewish children. I know if I saw Milk, I would want to either blow a guy or run for public office. Did you see Slumdog Millionaire? Damn, that's a good film. How incredible to know that they have Who Wants to Be a Millionaire in India. I'd like to phone a previous life. Did you see The Wrestler? The Wrestler's a good movie. I actually really love pro wrestling because it's theater and you get to spit on the actors. Hey, Los Pentecost. It's a pity, peanut butter. Hello, me, when I'm watching this tape later. Hello, me. I'm trying to remove all pornography from my life, ladies and gentlemen. Because pornography is a human rights issue. Because it is the exploitation of male loneliness. And it's got to stop. I'm tired of being exploited. There's always too many dicks involved in porno. Why is it always got to be 16 dicks in one woman, man? Why is it always got to end in a fountain of sperm? Why can't it be one man and one woman? Why can't he come inside her and there be some cuddling? The last 5 minutes of every porno movie should be the man sleeping.